Sit down, right there, don't go nowhere, little baby gon' shake that, 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 shit, yeah, I like that, bring that, right here, sit that, right there, don't go nowhere, say yeah, I like that, bring that, right here, sit that, right there, don't go nowhere, baby gon'.
Welcome back. We back with another reaction video. Today we are reacting to Stay Awake Crime Psychology. The moment a killer falls into the victim's trap. Huh? Is my reading comprehension fried? Alright, let's get into it.
May 17th, 2019. Two detectives were on their way to a home in Oceanside, just outside of New York City. They came bearing bad news.
How you doing, ma'am?
This is Valerie Cincinnelli, a highly decorated police officer who has spent the past 12 years with the NYPD. The clip you're watching is her apprehending a bank robber back in 2017.
How you doing? I'm Detective Finnegan, Suffolk County Police Department. This is my partner, Detective Fandry.
Hi.
Is your husband Isaiah Cavallo?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it okay if we come in for a minute?
Yeah.
No.
How you doing, sir? Is this family or?
Yeah.
Okay. Mind having a seat for me, please?
Oh, you're about to tell me.
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you that Isaiah was found dead this morning.
Are you kidding me?
Valerie's husband, 32-year-old Isaiah Carvalho, had been shot to death while sitting in the driver's seat of his car. He was parked in a marina parking lot 50 miles away in Shirley, New York.
Like sure, like he's not at the hospital or something.
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
what do you mean?
Valerie, you know we wouldn't show up and knock on anybody's door without being 100%, okay? Crime scene's there, the medical examiner's there.
Wait,
I know, I'm sorry.
I don't even believe you. Like,
We're
what?
sorry.
This just like doesn't feel real right now to me. I'm sorry. Like, I can't really believe this. Like, I'm a cop. Like, I can't believe this.
You are a cop?
Yes.
Where? In the city?
Yes. Oh my God.
I know this is a very difficult time, okay? This is a very, very early ongoing investigation, okay? And as I'm sure you do understand, the more information we can get sooner, it's better for
Sit
your
down.
husband.
Yes, sit.
Okay.
I have a 5-year-old with him.
Damn.
Is the 5-year-old here?
He's at school. Yeah.
So do you have maybe like a box of tissues you can bring for
Did you get something for him?
Would you like some water?
Yeah. I'm trying to help you as like a cop, but I just.
Valerie, I don't need you to be a cop right now, okay? You can be a wife and a mother, okay? But I do need you to try to answer some of these questions. You don't know of anybody that would want to harm him? Anyone want to hurt your husband?
No.
Is there any like financial problems, no drugs, alcohol, gambling bets, anything like that?
I know. The only thing I know, but it's like I don't want to like get.
Isaiah can't get in any trouble, okay?
Okay,
I'm
okay,
sorry to
so
say it that way, but you can only help us help him and help your family.
Valerie tells the detectives that Isaiah works for the construction equipment company Caterpillar, but has a lucrative business on the side as a fireworks salesman. The detectives asked if any of Isaiah's customers might have been capable of a crime like this. Valerie could only think of one big-time client who Isaiah said was a bit shady, but couldn't imagine why there would be any bad blood.
And I mean like big time fireworks. And I know Isaiah sells it for him.
Okay.
Or like delivers it for him or whatever.
Has
That's
he,
the only
has he
thing.
ever mentioned, like, did he screw over a customer? Or was someone mad at him because of the
No.
fireworks?
I feel like this isn't even real. I really do.
Fireworks, bro.
It's very real.
Yeah, unfortunately, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't real.
Clearly, Valerie was going through a roller coaster of emotions, devastated by her tragic loss. The first time Valerie laid eyes on Isaiah was back in 2010. She was a single mom working at the 106th Precinct in Queens. At this job, she specialized in helping victims trapped in abusive relationships as part of the domestic violence unit. One of her colleagues was Isaiah's stepfather, Patrick Roach, who had been with the police department for 27 years. She saw a picture of Isaiah on Patrick's desk and asked who it was. She then asked whether or not he was was single. Patrick then set Isaiah and Valerie up on a date, and the rest is history. 4 years later, they were married, and not long after, they had a son. They named him Sal. However, Valerie's zest for life with Isaiah slowly faded. Over the next 5 years, her eyes began to wander, and everything changed when she met this man. This is John Daruba. In many ways, John was a jack of all trades. He made money by flipping houses, running a tattoo parlor, acting, owning a bakery, and even writing his own cookbook called Shut Up and Eat. But perhaps the most fascinating thing on his resume was his job as head of security for the glam rock band Trickster back in the 90s, or the short time that he acted as a personal bodyguard for late comedian Sam Kinison. But by January of 2017, John's glory days were over. He was now a divorced single dad to his 14-year-old daughter. But things were about to change. When Valerie pulled up in her police cruiser simply to flirt with him, she told him that she was unhappily married. John wanted to stay in touch, so Valerie told him to follow her on her Instagram at Homicide Hands. Over the following months, messages turned into meetups, and the two secret lovers were constantly sneaking around, seeing each other behind Isaiah's back. Even when Valerie and Isaiah went away for a vacation, Valerie was sending John pictures in her bikini and drawing his name in the sand. Things quickly became even more serious, to the point that John even met Valerie's children. But when they asked what his name was, Valerie told them his name was Mary. John initially felt guilty for coming between their marriage, but Valerie told him that Isaiah was controlling and abusive, and she was going to get a divorce as soon as possible. This made John feel as if fate had brought them together and that he could be Valerie's knight in shining armor. 7 months into their affair, on July 12th, 2017, John was picking Valerie up from her house since Isaiah was supposed to be at his mother's house for the day. However, when he arrived, Isaiah's vehicle was still in the driveway. Because of this, John decided to park a few houses up the street and text Valerie asking what was going on. As he waited for a response, 2 police cruisers arrived. Multiple officers went into the house, and when they came back out, Isaiah was with them, in handcuffs. John was eventually able to ask Valerie what happened. Apparently, she was arguing with Isaiah when he smacked her phone out of her hand. The same story she told police. Isaiah ultimately pled guilty for disorderly conduct. He then moved out of the house and filed for divorce. And with Isaiah out of the picture, John stepped in as the provider, and then some. He spent an exorbitant amount of money on Valerie for things like vehicle repairs, jewelry, clothes for her.
So hold on, they got the file for divorce. I don't know if it was finished or I don't know how divorce works. But so they weren't together. Why the hell was she the last person that get contacted that he was deceased? I'm confused. Why would you not contact his parents or something?
Her and her kids, and so on. But John may have spoiled Valerie a bit too much because her behavior suddenly began to change. Anytime John would spend money on someone else, including his own daughter, Valerie would get jealous. This jealousy escalated from small faces of disapproval to scolding to full-on berating him. And it didn't end there. On one occasion, John received a harmless text from his daughter. When Valerie heard the notification go off, she asked John who he was texting. He brushed it off and said it was probably a marketing email. But Valerie could sense that he was lying, so she reached into her duffel bag and pulled out her gun. She pointed it directly at John's head and said, "If you ever lie to me again, I'll blow your head off."
And that would have been the end of the relationship. Shawty, you on? Who life you playing with? Because you're not playing with my life. I'm not going. Okay, I got something. What, nigga? You would have lost your job. I'm telling 12.
Directly following this incident, John contacted the NYPD and reported the issue. Since this was also her workplace, her superior confiscated her firearm and placed her on modified duty for the time being. John was also granted a no-contact restraining order, which meant Valerie had to maintain a distance of 500 feet away from him at all times. Since she was not allowed to contact John or his daughter whatsoever, this marked the end of Valerie and John's relationship. John could move on from this fiasco. However, the heart wants what it wants, and despite everything that had happened, John's heart still wanted Valerie. He initially...
I mean, crazy box do go crazy, but like, no. Like, bro, if the heart wanted Valerie, bro, I would have took heart pills, nigga. What the fuck? Like, nigga, there's something wrong with you. Who the hell, nigga? Need to check into a mental facility, bro. She pulled out the chop. Bro, it's over with. Nigga, I will never, ever see you ever again, ever in life. Ever. Never. No contact, ever.
Initially fought this feeling, but ultimately did a 180. He dropped the restraining order and the two reconciled. They decided to give their relationship one last shot.
Yeah, that's cute.
Surprisingly,
She pulled
things
out a gun.
actually seemed to work out well for the couple. So well that by the end of 2018, John had moved in with Valerie and her kids. The only catch was that John's daughter wasn't allowed to move in with them. Valerie convinced John to have his daughter move in with her friends who lived nearby.
That's
then,
weird.
one day at work, an inmate that Valerie was transporting attempted to assault her, nearly breaking her shoulder in the process. She underwent surgery, and then John took care of her while she was bedridden for several weeks. During this time, Valerie's mental health quickly began deteriorating. On top of powerful painkillers, she also began taking a plethora of psychiatric drugs. Her jealousy regarding John's daughter was as intense as ever. She was constantly stalking her social media and even told John to cover up a tattoo of his daughter's name. John was so blinded by love that he agreed. But things really went south when she learned that her ex, Isaiah, might be entitled to a large portion of her police pension following their divorce. Apparently, this caused Valerie to snap. Valerie asked John if he knew anybody who would be willing to kill not only Isaiah, but John's own daughter as well. John acted like he was cooperating with her wishes and gave her multiple snap. Valerie asked John if he knew anybody who would be willing to kill not only Isaiah, but John's own daughter as well.
Now, what in your mind, I don't give a what you're going, what in your mind says this is a good plan? Hey, you know anybody that'll take out my ex-husband and your daughter? Huh? What? You told that to the man who created the female that you want to execute. Are you dumb? Are you slow? Nigga, I'm not letting you take my daughter out the game. Is you dumb?
John acted like he was cooperating with her wishes and gave her multiple chances to back out, but Valerie was determined to get the job done. So John had no choice but to contact the authorities, and the FBI was put on the case. In order to confirm what John was telling them, they had him wear an audio recording device to record his conversations with Valerie. John continued to play his role as the loyal boyfriend and willing accomplice. He was so dedicated that he and Valerie even got matching tattoos that said, "Till death." John then pretended that he found their killer for hire, and although Valerie was growing impatient over the following weeks, he assured her that the wheels were turning and he was actively getting updates from the hitman.
Well, last Sunday he scoped it out. He went down there, he searched where they were, he found where they were, he searched where Isaiah was, and he was looking for them. That's what he did. Like, what do you want me to do?
I don't give a, do whatever you want.
John kept up the act like his life depended on it, repeatedly expressing his concerns about the logistics of the plan and how they might end up seeming suspicious. Valerie, however, didn't seem to be concerned.
I think Isaiah, I think it's very suspicious. On one weekend, they're both dead.
Okay, so take care of yours, and then wait a month.
Take care of my daughter.
Take care of yours. I wouldn't have been able to go through with this acting. I shorty. I'm gonna protect the peace. I'm not playing with this girl. Like, nigga, I'm gonna smother this girl with a pillow. She's stupid. What you talking about? What are you saying right now? These are jokes. What is she saying though? Like, bro, what? Yeah, take care of your daughter first. Huh? How about I take care of the police? 911. It's time. I'm not playing with the girl.
Go to this weekend, kill her this weekend, and then wait a month for him. Like, well, like, what do you?
Yeah, or a week. What do you want me to tell you?
Are you stupid?
Eventually, posing as the hitman, the FBI texted John saying that the hit was set to happen soon.
What do you want to talk about, Colin? What do you want to talk about?
Is that what the first part was?
A text message from the night. They believe in.
Oh, a text message saying what?
This weekend.
So let me see it.
No, he texted me earlier. I erased it. I don't want to keep it on my phone. Listen, I'm really stressed out about it. Stop. You're like.
You're really stressed out about this?
Yeah.
Every week it's going to happen and nothing happens.
It's going to happen this weekend. I'm telling you. It's going to happen this weekend.
With the hit right around the corner, the couple hashed out how they wanted the hits to happen. They started by discussing the order in which they would be killed.
Yeah, what is it?
Who do you want to go first? They or her?
Why are you asking me? Who do you want to go first?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
Then it's right. And it's going to happen. I'm really stressed out.
With Isaiah being the first target, they decided to make it seem like his death was somehow tied to his fireworks business.
Don't go to fire? Well, money.
No, the money that you have from selling them.
Like somebody robbed him?
Exactly.
Well, how much money did he carry?
Thousands.
But that's not until July.
No, it's now. Starts in the beginning of May, actually. It goes all through May, all through June.
And yet that
Bro, how does she know this man business like that? Well, they was married, but like, now I'm confused. You telling me you did all of this? Mind you, she's the one that went after Isaiah. I want y'all to keep this in mind because what the fuck? You went after Isaiah. Your boss, that was your boss's son initially. You see him on the desk. Say, who's that? He looks good. Set me up with him. Y'all go on a date. Now let's go 6 years later after the marriage. Now you talking about some, yeah, let's take him out the game. Why? Because of your pension? You ain't signing a prenup? Where he getting money to? What does it even matter?
$1,000.
Yeah, he does.
So it's gonna look like a robbery then. One bed.
They then brainstormed how John's daughter would be killed. Valerie did not mince her words.
What do you think? What about how she doesn't sell fireworks?
No, she's just a whore.
His
So
14-year-old
how would
daughter.
that be done? He doesn't want to go by school.
Run her over. How about that?
You want her over?
Are you
As damning as these recordings were, detectives wanted to milk John's Oscar-level acting abilities for any evidence they
John's
could
tough.
get. On the morning of May
Couldn't
17th,
have been me.
2019, the FBI asked John to meet them in a discreet nearby area. When John arrived, the detectives provided him with a jacket and asked him to put it on. The jacket was equipped with a hidden camera.
This is Special Agent G with FBI. The date is May 17th, 2019. He's going to be conducting a consensually monitored conversation between himself and Valerie Cincinnati.
They then told John to go about his day like any other, act natural, and be prepared for something big. He
Right.
took this advice and started his day by heading back to Valerie's house, where he helped Sal get ready for school.
Come on, 9:04.
Look at
Time we
that
get you in the
dead
car.
cat.
Time we get you over there.
On the drive there, John became overwhelmed with emotion, trying his best not to worry Sal.
You crying?
No. I'm not. I'm just happy.
John gave Sal one last hug, unsure if he would ever see him again.
Facts.
I love you.
On the way back to Valerie's, John sent a voice
Sal ain't
message
his
to his
kid.
daughter.
Daddy loves
So he
you.
really might not see him again.
I'll be coming for you soon. We'll be together forever. I love you and I'm sorry. Just be careful and be safe. Watch your surroundings, please. I love you.
John made it home,
They didn't
where
turn
Valerie
this
was
into a
sitting in the
movie.
kitchen lurking his daughter's social media.
Tonight's Friday. That's when she leaves, every Friday. To go to Queens every Friday.
Yeah, so
how do you know where she
is?
Where
That's
know
how I know.
How do
She posted all over the internet. That's how I know.
Their conversation was cut short by some unexpected visitors, finally bringing us back to the body cam footage at the beginning of this video.
So this is
Who's
a
that?
sting, basically. So
Landscaper?
it didn't work, thank God.
How you doing? I'm Detective Finnegan, Suffolk County Police Department. This is my partner, Detective Fandry.
Hi.
Is it okay if we come in for a minute? I'm sorry to be the one to tell you that Isaiah was found dead this morning.
Hell,
you
acting, by the way.
Kidding me?
This is a very, very early ongoing investigation.
I feel like this isn't even real. I really do.
Oh my God, I low-key got caught. Nigga, them is crocodile tears, and she was smiling before she started crying.
It's very real.
Yeah, unfortunately, we
crazy
wouldn't
word,
be
y'all.
here if it wasn't real.
The detectives then leave the premises,
All right, thank you. Again, you have our condolences.
but John's hidden camera is still recording inside the house.
Let it be rolling.
Well,
Got
I
him.
guess they're both gone. Nobody's gonna get in touch with me. She's gone. Now what? What do we?
But they said nothing about. Yeah, he low-key fucking up the script right now because they didn't say anything about your daughter. They didn't pull up. Why would the hitman didn't hit you back? What are you saying right now? Like, this makes no sense. He said now they're both gone. They didn't. Who said that?
We do now.
No.
Although Valerie got what she asked for, it seemed that she was having some regrets.
I I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm gonna go to hell and
You was doing pressuring the nigga to do this.
oh God.
So now what?
I don't know. I don't know. My family's all gonna blame me.
I'm gonna blame you. You have an alibi. You're home. What the?
Delete your text
I do delete my texts.
from me. What?
You just texted me.
John opened the text message from the hitman and discovered that it wasn't actually a text. It was a picture of Isaiah's car, taken directly following the shooting. Inside the vehicle, they could see Isaiah hunched over.
Why would he text you that? Is he stupid?
What Valerie didn't know was that earlier that day, the FBI met with Isaiah and told him that Valerie had tried to put a hit on him.
They told me
This is the first time I've seen preventative measures. Like, bro, thank God. Thank God. I'm like, bro, Isaiah, like, even if he was in a bad relationship with Shorty, look, what y'all did was what y'all did. I'm not about to judge this man's character because you got him out of character or vice versa. But once you start trying to take a nigga life, Shorty, unless he actually ODly harmed you, bro, I can't be like, yeah, bro, just get him up out of there. Like, you kind of tripping. I'm glad Isaiah didn't die. Like, what the? He might get my pension. Your daughter. What the fuck? What? What medication is she on? You need to ban that.
we don't know how to tell you this, but your wife put a hit out on you. I was shocked. I'm completely appalled.
The detectives weren't just there to talk. They needed Isaiah to help them with something.
They're like, we need your help. We're going to need you to do something for us in order to further our investigation.
The plan was that they were going to fake Isaiah's death and take pictures of it.
They had me sit in my car. They put glass on the floor and all over me and had me hunch over into the passenger seat.
It seemed that this mise en scène was enough to fool Valerie. Upon viewing the photo, paranoia and panic immediately set in.
Oh my God. Who the glass?
Why would he text you that?
I don't know, I'm gonna erase it quick.
It doesn't matter. Are you dumb?
I'm just gonna erase everything. I'm gonna throw the phone away.
It'll show that he sent you this. Are you kidding me? I said 10 days they could subpoena messages.
They're not gonna find him. They're not gonna find him. How are they gonna find him? How are they gonna find him? I gotta erase all
these texts, you dumbass. They can subpoena these photos.
Suddenly, there was another knock at the door.
For his daughter, probably.
FBI, put your hands up.
Let's go, FBI.
Up. Put your hands up, stand up.
FBI agents poured through the front door, and both Valerie and John were put in handcuffs. Valerie was escorted out of the front entrance, while John was taken out the back.
Dang, right.
Following her arrest, Valerie's house was thoroughly searched by authorities. She was booked into a federal detention center in Brooklyn, where eventually everything was revealed to her. It wasn't long before the media caught wind of Valerie's arrest. The story spread like wildfire.
A murder-for-hire plot involving a former NYPD officer. Former officer Valerie Cincinnati.
Valerie Cincinnati.
Valerie Cincinnati.
Valerie Cincinnati.
She was facing 2 murder-for-hire charges and one of...
Nigga, she got out on bond? What?
Obstruction of justice charge. Valerie pled not guilty.
Everybody needs to afford this woman the presumption of innocence and wait a short while. Our investigation is already bearing fruit. This has taken a tremendous toll on an innocent woman. She misses her children. By all accounts, she's a wonderful mother.
While all of this was taking place, Isaiah and Valerie also continued navigating the divorce process.
Cincinnati appeared today at a divorce court hearing with the estranged husband she's accused of trying to have killed. During that hearing, Isaiah Carvalho was given temporary custody of their 5-year-old son. An investigation by Child Protective Services was also ordered. Cincinnati and her estranged husband's attorney spoke quickly after the hearing.
I'll be acquitted because I did not do this. Isaiah's just concerned about his son, and he's just very thankful, as always, to law enforcement. They've been wonderful with him, protecting him.
While Valerie and Isaiah soaked up the limelight, Valerie's family mostly stayed clear of it. But there was one run-in with the media where her father made his stance clear.
I guarantee you, my daughter is innocent of this. It will come out in court. This guy that she's involved with is a wacko psycho.
Despite the overwhelming evidence against Valerie, the defense was steadfast in maintaining her innocence. They believed that there was zero evidence that proved Valerie had paid John $7,000 with the intention of having someone killed, and that the statements she made on the recordings were nothing but fantasies. These fantasies didn't reflect her true character or her intentions, but were merely caused by the many medications affecting her mental health.
Okay, blame the medications, but gang, it's multiple times he said, you sure you want to do this? She pressuring him, talking about some, why isn't it done yet? Are you on, well, you are on drugs, but she needed some antipsychotic medication.
They also felt that John was the true instigator when it came to the murder for hire plot. He wouldn't stop bringing it up, constantly pressuring Valerie for her input.
It's
What do
my
you want to
daughter.
talk about,
Why?
John? What do you want to talk about?
I've already been working with FBI.
Who do you want to go first? They or her?
Why are you asking me?
What do you want me to do?
I don't give a. Do whatever you want.
They also found it significant that after learning that Isaiah had been killed, Valerie wasn't relieved. Rather, she showed signs of regret when the police weren't there.
Oh, God. I feel like I'm going to go to hell and my son's going to hate me.
She even explicitly says that she thought it was never going to happen.
Oh, you knew this was going to happen. What do you want me to do?
I didn't believe you. I never believe you.
What? Nigga, I don't give a shorty, you instituted this. Like, I wouldn't even have went to the FBI if you wouldn't have told me about this. You sound stupid.
I got everything. I really can't believe this. Like, I thought you were calling.
The defense also found it peculiar that when Valerie allegedly paid John to hire a hitman, he waited several months before contacting the authorities. Valerie gave him the money in February, but John didn't contact the authorities until months later, in May. Was John really the innocent one in this situation? If this case went to trial, the defense planned to pose this same question to the jury. However, there would be no need, because in a surprising turn of events, the prosecution team offered Valerie a plea deal. It was an offer that she couldn't refuse. Her 2 murder-for-hire charges were dropped, and she only pled guilty to 1 count of obstruction.
I'm being trolled. You telling me this nigga did all of this FBI investigative work, got wired up, camera, had the cap, thought his daughter might get, had to live with the thought that his daughter might get, because shorty is crazy, and she might just say, forget it, let me hire somebody else, because he playing. And she gets nothing? Because I'm telling you, obstruction of justice is like, what, 2 years?
Obstruction of justice. Her sentencing took place in October of 2021. Although the plea deal called for a 5-year sentence, she was only sentenced to 4, with 2.5 already served. In other words, Valerie would be free in only a year and a half. She was able to speak to the court, stating, "I'm apologizing from the bottom of my heart. I can't believe that I allowed myself to get to that place, that dark place." Valerie has since been released from prison. She resigned from her career as a police officer and now works as a personal trainer, still based in Oceanside, New York. Isaiah continues to work his sales job at Caterpillar and lives in the Bronx in New York City. As for John Daruba, he is currently based in Queens, and according to his LinkedIn, he has reignited his passion as a self-employed actor.
That nigga can't spell. Self-employed, man. Y'all self-employed. This case is kind of weird. I mean, it had a resolution. It wasn't really a conviction. Shorty was already in jail for two years, and then basically had to serve a year and a half. Obstruction of justice. I guess they figured, or attorneys figured that they couldn't get enough evidence to get her locked away for murder for hire, most likely. But I mean, the money trail, or lack thereof, because Lil Buddy got the 7 bands, and then 2 months later wanted to tell the police instead of immediately telling the police. Well, nobody died, so this is a good case. I mean, this is shorty crazy though, and we probably need to look into what they be putting in these prescriptions, cause it's no way you allowed it to spiral that deep. That's crazy. I want him gone. When are you gonna do it? You said that 4 weeks ago. Like, what the fuck? But that's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Also share your comments, share your thoughts on the video in the comment section below. Hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I drop videos on this channel. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Stay safe, y'all.
I'm a cowboy, can't stop me, ain't to live is to come. All this pain got me feeling accomplished. See, this game turn me into a monster. Hey, I'm a cowboy, can't stop me, to live is to come. All this pain got me feeling accomplished. See, this game turn me into a monster. I'm a cowboy, can't stop, can't stop. Hey, all that pain got me feeling jaded. Many to roll in the making, still plugged into the mix, but lagging out before the update. Drop back in, different time, same location.